Hello and welcome to ASMR version of T-sHz Sucks at Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Just sit down and relax. Relaxed yet? Good. Anyway, sorry that it's been a while since I've done one of these. Been a bit occupied with my part-time job and, doing extra shifts and stuff, looking for other opportunities as well. So yeah, haven't had as much spare time to do the commentary. It's not the highest priority, but it's certainly a nice little break from, looking for other opportunities and such, and what else is there available. So yeah, this is where things sort of turn upside down, really. Like, they've at first, as you can see, the setup from the last couple of videos have been pretty good. Also picked up PhD, got myself some better pills. I've got Spirit of the Night permanently in demon form since I don't have any heart stocks. So it looks looking pretty good, and the fire rate's pretty decent. You probably saw the previous videos and you probably know that anyway, so why am I telling you? But for those who are not aware, really, yeah, that's pretty much the statement. A pretty good Eve setup going here. Kind of screwed that up, but really, I instantly warped to Mom because of the broken remote at the bottom left corner, the trinket at the bottom broken remote. Because of that, I warped straight to Mom, and therefore I can't go back to the other rooms, which I could have looked at really. So yeah, that's a bit of an annoying pisser, really. So I could have gotten a new item, but darn, I warped. Ugh. So of all the items I get caffeine pill, which speed boost doesn't hurt, but at the same time, it's not really as significant an upgrade I wanted. And the size down, yet again, is a nice little sort of compression of Eve's little body to a smaller size, therefore I get less likely to be hit by enemies. Those things definitely look like Diglets to me, more so than those little white ones, those lankier white ones. I don't think any of the Pokemon lore has detailed what Diglett actually looks like underneath the ground. That's one thing that many people have been curious about, and I'm just as curious, really. What does a Diglett look like underneath the ground? And the fact that even to this day no one really knows is kind of, well, come on, let's face it, that's very unlikely. I mean, come on. I mean, you can go underground or dig underground, and I'm sure there's got to be one way or another you'll discover it. I mean, after all of those years, you would have thought that someone would have a peek at what Diglett's body looks like. You're telling me not a single person has? yet again, I just find it hard to believe. That's just insane. I mean, there's lots of fan art with like pictures of Diglett with a muscular body underneath. That's pretty funny. So what's Dugtrio then? Is he basically just 3 Digletts? How is that a different species? It's like saying like, oh, this cat, oh, those 3 cats sellotaped together, oh, they must be a completely different creature. Yeah, I just don't follow that. It's just, it's like one of those things like, oh, it's just one of those, it's like Magnum, how does I kind of get Magneton, I mean, Magneton, however you want to pronounce it, I get Magneton. At least there, it's sort of like a fusion, and the structure of the Magnemite has changed, like losing some magnets, and you know, it at least looks like they're all connected. But with Dugtrio, they look like separate heads. It's just weird to me, and the fact that they're considered a different species, like an evolution of Diglett, it's just, I don't get it. Maybe it's like a, what's it called? Cypress? Is it Cypress? The dog with the 3 heads? Is it like that? Is it Dugtrio just like a mole with 3 heads? That's just kind of creepy. So it's my first ever fight against Conquest. What I didn't know was that Conquest was, I think he was either the original 4th Horseman, who was replaced by, I think it was Pestilence, or he was after Pestilence. I think it was the former. I think Conquest was first, then it was replaced by Pestilence. Conquest isn't really that tough of a boss really, he's just sort of like flies around, shoots occasional homing tears, and that's about it. Kick his butt. You also get White Pony for beating him. Not a very helpful item, in fact it's practically worthless in this playthrough since I can already fly, and the dash attack I don't really see much use for. Doesn't do a lot of damage and it just causes you to dash forward in one direction quickly. I mean, what's the point? What was I thinking? Jeez. And for some reason, I think I also picked Lord of the Pit. Yet again, all it does is give you demon wings, which allows you to fly, and that's it. But I do get a few items in this playthrough, like Game Kid, which is cool. Every time I see myself just destroy those blood banks and slot machines, I just think to myself, what was I thinking, you know? Wasting perfect opportunities and in situations that are gift wrapped to me, you know? Like, why don't I just wait to explore the entire area for hearts and as well as coins to make the most of them? Me so stupid. Me no love me long time. That's my impression of Sue, who lives down the road. There's no Sue that lives down the road. It's just a reference to a film, I think. I don't know which one. Can't remember which one. So I beat the demon version of me, which is kind of a redundant thing to say since I'm already in demon form. And like you can see, every hit takes 1 soul heart, which really hurts my strategy. And as you can see, I'm dying, man, I'm dying. When was the last time you fought a giant brain? I know, right? It seems like ages. I wonder where Cypress Hill are now. I mean, they had that one hit, Insane in the Brain, I think it's called, in the 90s, I think it was. Yeah, and ever since then, I don't think they've released anything as, you know, memorable or as successful as Insane in the Brain. Kind of makes you wonder how, how they still seem to get their name dropped every now and then. I mean, the last song I heard with Cypress Hill in it was that deadmau5 song Failbait from his 2013 album title goes here, which I'll agree, well, I'll probably talk about in the next video, but I am a deadmau5 fan. I've listened to lots of his stuff, mainly his more modern stuff, so I haven't listened to all of Get Scraped or Vexillology, I think, so, but I've listened to a lot of his modern stuff since about 2008, you know, at about the time when Random album title was out. And I understand that he's a bit of a jerk, you know, like he's not afraid to express himself, even if it is just that even if it is that like some of the time he's just sort of doing it just to get attention, to stay relevant. But I just like his music, really, and his I don't give a fudge attitude is kind of, in a way, kind of respectable, really. Like, he's not afraid to, you know, post what he wants on Twitter, even if it does, you know, appear sort of, you know, childish and sort of like obvious attention seeking, just stay relevant. But hey, I could be wrong. I just like his music, you know, and I've liked his music since, like I said, the late noughties, and he's still around, and he's still producing lots of songs. Certainly providing his fans with entertainment, like those sort of streams where he's producing the latest track, showing it to his fans. And he's got like the website where you can pay to subscribe to get exclusive content to the website. So yeah, he knows how to serve his fan base, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, as a person, not a big fan, but his music, I am a fan. Why won't those fatzos die? And I thought these guys were supposed to be mega fatties. Apparently they can jump so high that they can't even be seen in the room. How do they even jump that high without hitting the ceiling? These rooms must be like, what, 100 feet tall? Jeez, impressive. Fortunately, science was on my side and I beat those two buggers. But you could probably guess what happens next.
What a surprise!
Yeah, let's just move on to the next playthrough. I'm getting sick of watching me dying, my previous inexperienced self dying, so till next time, goodbye.